Good morning, everyone. This is Group 5 from JEC 109 YY2 with the topic To the Young Woman of Malolos. I'm Adapnas Myra Natangco, and in this video, you'll be watching a talk show tackling about one of the famous letter of Dr. Jose Rizal, which is a response to the request of Marcelo H. Del Pilar, who wanted him to write a letter to commend the bravery of the young women of Malolos who had petitioned a night school for them.
Good day to each and everyone, and welcome to our #1 talk show, The Legacy Wonders. I am Ahmad Hana Khadija.
And I am Siti Asieda Todokula, and today we will be talking about one of the masterpieces of our beloved national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, and this is one of his famous essay that is known for its title, To the Young Women of Malolos.
Ito ay ang sulat na nagbigay kahalagahan sa mga kababaihan ng Malolos, Bulacan, kung saan ipinaglaban nila ang kanilang karapatan sa edukasyon at sa panahong ito ang mga kababaihan ay binawian ng karapatan na magsalita.
And right now, 3 of them will be joining us here today, mga matatapang na kababaihang ating hinahangaan. These girls are the proof that courage and wisdom can be passed through generations. Please welcome the descendants to the young women of Malolos themselves.
Now let us welcome the young women of Malolos. Hi ladies! Kumusta? Welcome to Legacy Wonders, ladies. How are you feeling?
We're good, and it's an honor to be here. I'm a bit nervous right now.
Okay, so before we start, bago magsimula ng ating mahaba-habang chika, baka naman pwede niyong ipakilala ang inyong mga sarili.
I am Siti Noraline M. Aziz, descendants of Cecilia Torres. Hello viewers, I am Jelica Nagamora, descendant of Emilio Chongsan. And I'm Mishida Ayo, one of the descendants of Mercedes Johnson.
Maraming salamat, ladies. And now, sisimulan na natin ang ating pagtatalakay tungkol sa ating topic. So, Miss Siti, ano nga ba ang mayroon sa sulat ni Jose Rizal at bakit niya ito naisulat?
So, nagsimula ito noong December 12, 1898 nang may 20 kabataang kababaihan ang naghahangad ng night class para sa kanilang Spanish language. Ngunit ito'y tinanggihan ni Father Philip Garcia. Pero hindi sumuko ang ating mga kababaihan at pinaglalaban pa rin ito. Kaya naman, nabuksan ng eskwelahan at nagtagal ito ng 3 months. Ang kanilang katapangan ay umabot kay Jose Rizal na nasa London, kaya noong February 22, 1889, doon niya naisulat ang To the Young Woman of Malolos.
Wow, that is such a beautiful story. So, ikaw, Miss Jelica, as one of the descendants, especially kay Miss Emilia Tiongson, na one of the nag-lead sa movement, and also na nabanggit sa sulat ni Dr. Jose Rizal, how do you feel to carry such legacy?
It is both inspiring and humbling. Honestly, yung great-grandmother ko with her friends challenged the norms by asking permission na mag-open ng night school para sa kanilang pag-study ng Spanish. So, I think na Rizal, our very own national hero, admired that kind of courage kasi it symbolizes women's awakening. So, yung desire nila na maging educated and become free thinkers.
Oh, so Dr. Jose Rizal saw that as a turning point of Philippine society. So, how about you, Miss Nisha? What does his admiration mean to you?
It reminds me that education and courage go hand in hand. Hindi lamang sila pinupuri ni Rizal. In fact, sinasabihan niya ang mga kababaihan na tumayo sa kung ano ang tama. To think critically. And at huwag lamang tanggapin na ang kamangmangan bilang kanilang kapalaran.
So it really shows that Rizal has a crucial impact to women, right? So, Siti, in Rizal's letter, it emphasizes faith, education, and moral strength. So, paano nakikita ni Rizal connecting to this world?
I believe Rizal wanted woman to be both intelligent and virtuous. Ibig sabihin, pwede mo gamitin ang kaalaman mo sa pagtulong sa iba and to build stronger community. We can still be modern, but still guided with good virtues.
Thank you for that, Ms. Cindy. How about you, Ms. Janica? How do you think Rizal's letter still matters today?
It still matters dahil hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin natatapos yung struggle natin when it comes to equality. Yes, we have rights right now, pero yung biases, it still exists pa rin. So yung message ni Rizal is, yun nga, challenge tayo na maging independent thinkers and responsible thinkers.
Definitely. Now let us talk about nation building. So Rizal believed that educated women raise educated children and educated citizens build strong nations. So paano niya nakikita ang ideya niya sa kasalukuyang ito?
It is indeed women are teachers, leaders, and mothers. Women shapes the minds of future generation. Nakikita naman natin ngayon na karamihan sa mga kababaihan, mga babae, is nangunguna sa mga science, businesses, and even in politics. So, every empowered woman contributes to a stronger Philippines.
Tama, and that's proof that Rizal's version is coming to life. Kapag ang babae ay edukada, magkakaroon ng progress ang komunidad. Women continue to influence change. Oo. So Rizal didn't just try to praise women. So sinulat niya ito to awaken the nation. So kung patuloy na mananahimik ang kababaihan, half of the nation's potential remains unheard.
That is such a good point. Rizal's faith in women was a faith in our country itself. Alam niya na kailangan natin ng equality para sa progreso ng ating bansa.
So much for that. Now let's talk about religious authority. So, Rizal's critique in religious authority given in their time. So, Siti, ano masasabi mo sa religious authority nila dati?
Well, during their time, church naman talaga ang may power sa government and the society. So the young woman of the Malolos, including our great-grandmother, challenging the church authority demanding for education. Talagang napakatapang nila.
At napaka-interesante na yung critics ni Rizal is hindi lamang sa religion's authority is hindi direkta sa pagtanggi ng pananampalataya. In fact, he was advocating for more enlightened and progressive approach to religion.
And I think yung idea ni Rizal is still relevant today. Kasi may mga instances na yung religious authority is used to oppress and marginalize certain groups such as yung mga kababaihan at mga individuals na kabilang sa LGBTQ+ community. So, kailangan pa rin natin patuloy na hamunin yung mga injustices sa ating society para i-promote yung progressive and inclusive na approach sa faith.
Okay, ladies, so looking forward to the future, how would you continue the legacy as the descendants of the young women of Malolos?
By standing up for education and truth, gusto kong turuan ng ibang tao na ang pag-aaral ay kapangyarihan at walang may karapatang itanggihan.
For me, it's about advocacy. I will use my voice to raise awareness about the woman's right. And just like my great-grandmother Cecilia Torres, she used her voice to raise about education. Okay. So para sa akin, ipagpapatuloy ko ito sa pamamagitan ng pagkikirami sa kapwa. Because empowerment isn't just about speaking. It's about lifting others, especially those na walang mga privileges.
Truly, the essence of the young women of Malolos still lives on. And pati na rin sa mga kababaihan, be it in the community or in the classrooms, ang essence ng mga kababaihan ay nandyan pa rin, di ba? So, Rizal once wrote that people who love their dignity or with dignity can never be slaves. And these young women who have passed in the present, they prove that dignity comes with courage. It comes with courage, knowledge, and unity. It is such a privilege to have that conversations with the guests. Yes, Rizal may have written that letter centuries ago, but its message remains relevant until today.
Yes, and it reminds us that progress starts with education, and education starts with the courage to ask why and how.
To all the guests, maraming salamat sa kasama niyo sa amin. Thank you for keeping the flames of Malolos still alive.
Thank you so much, Dilko, for having us. It's such an honor to be here in Legacy Wonders. Thank you, and salamat sa panahon.
Yes, dahil dyan. And to all our viewers, may we all continue Rizal's dream. At ito ay isang bansa kung saan malayang naglalakad ang mga babae at kalalakihan ng sabay patungo sa kalayaan at kaliwanagan.
This has been Legacy Wonders. Until next time, keep learning, keep believing, and keep the legacy alive.